Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling right here on SRB TV. I am Chris, and as always, joined by Nick Slade
Arabian Nights. Let's go for it.
and Mo Brothers.
Hello.
And we
Hello.
are doing something a bit different. This is going to be our post-show review of King and Queen of the Ring 2024. Well, of course, we don't do the Saudi shows. Sans that one time where we got wasted. And
That was still
yeah,
fun.
but I still wanted to do some form of a review just to give our thoughts. We usually don't like do a quick run around on the next WWE predictions, but like we decided we tried something a little different here. This is just gonna be our thoughts on the show. There's not gonna be no clips. We're just gonna discuss what we thought overall and stuff like that. So with that being said, one second, here you go. We're gonna start with we actually watched the pre-show match. There was a pre-show match and it was the
Yay.
women's tag team championship match as Bianca. I don't know what to call her team name yet. I guess the bestest versus
Don't force it.
the way. Um yeah,
Do you know the way?
this was a fine match. Nothing much to say other than that. It was there. You know, ultimately, like ultimately Bianca got the hot tag and got the win for them. They tried to avoid showing how Jade failed trying to do a kip up. Um, then after that, our next match was our opening match for the Women's World Championship as Becky Lynch defended against Liv Morgan. Now, this was actually a pretty good opener, I would have to say. Like some great stuff between the tr- I was gonna say between the two lasses, but yeah, basically. And the more it was really good back and forth, and then like Dom came out, tried to help Becky, but ultimately cost Becky the her title. So it looks like Dom's been trying to figure out a way to get revenge on Liv for taking out Mommy and like
It backfired.
heavily. So
Would you say there was a backlash?
probably was. And yeah, Liv is
Really?
new women's world champion. Your guys' thoughts on the match?
I thought it was a good opener, and yeah, I knew I had a good feeling that that Becky Lynch was going to lose tonight because the only reason she won the belt was to take Rhea's place in this feud with Liv Morgan, and when they had her win it too close to Backlash, it wasn't going to happen there. So having King and Queen of the Ring was a logical place to do it. Liv should hold the belt for a while. I think at least until Rhea comes back, which might be by SummerSlam.
Hmm.
We'll have to see. But yeah, Liv Morgan, now a two-time women's world champion, and let's hope her second reign is booked better than her first one was.
Hmm?
Mo?
Um, Hopefully this whole sequence of events gets I not drawn out, but I hope it becomes quite interesting. If it's like a constant thing, not not every single time, but every once in a while, there's like some influence of either Dom or the Judgment Day to try and get retribution upon Liv for costing Rhea to vacate the title. I feel like that would be kind of a interesting scenario. Don't know how long such a thing would play out, but I feel like if it's going to be a constant, should be going on for at least a little bit because not Liv's never really been presented as much of a strong champion or a strong fighter. It's more of like she's always been like the underdog and she gets beat up a lot. So it's kind of just like this would be the only thing that I could see that works out in her favor.
Oh
Right.
yeah. Also, we need to remind that I don't know if this is going to go out before then, but on Monday Night Raw, Becky Lynch is cashing in her rematch clause.
Yeah. Should be a good one. I'll have to see where to go with the Dominic angle, because like it's one of those things where it's like Dom lately has been thinking outside of the group instead of for the group, like bring
Mm.
Carlito, trying to bring, was at one point trying to bring Santos in, another point trying to bring Carlito in. And like it's been a very mixed bag, and it's starting to show the little bits of tears there with the Judgment Day. Because like without Rhea there, the obvious leader of the group, things aren't exactly going the way Judgment Day want. So it's curious to see where they go with this whole situation with Dom and Liv. So next up, and which I'm calling the match of the night, is the for the Intercontinental Championship, as Sammy defended against Bronson Reed and Chad Gable. Um, Props for the crowd getting onto the "You Suck" chants for Chad Gable. Great stuff. Continuing the rise of Perk Gable. Um, yeah, this was a fun ass match. They were told, look, you got this long, do as much shit as you want. Go. Like, and they did. You got some insane that trio woe spot where it was less a trio woe spot and more like Bronson just lifted him up into a superplex powerbomb combination. It was insane.
Yeah.
Bronson Reed going for the moonsault. Um, Sammy pulling off a blue thunder bomb on Reed
Oh,
was awesome as well.
Chad Gable suplexing both Bronson Reed and Sami Zayn.
Then of course the finish comes when Otis takes out Reed for Gable, but then when Gable's holding up Zayn, so Otis take him out. Otis is not doing it, then gets bitch slapped by Otis. Then Otis proceeds to charge at Zayn, who proceeds to dodge, and then Otis just destroys Gable with a clothesline. That's what it looked like to me. So, because of that, Zayn gets back in the ring, takes out Bronson Reed with a hell of a kick to retain. And of course, we see a extremely pissed off Gable glaring daggers into Otis.
Mm.
Yeah, great match. Three great stars performing at their peak of performances, especially like with the likes of Bronson Reed. Great stuff from all three guys. Solid match. You know, kind I maybe could have gone to Gable, but like I said when we were watching it, like I think maybe Clash too. Maybe. I don't know yet.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
But
mean more to happen in a one-on-one match, whether it's how dirty it is or whatever.
hmm,
Uh, but yeah, like you mentioned, like this match only went 13 minutes 40 seconds, but they got a lot in that 13 minutes 40 seconds.
yeah.
And brought up Chad Gable was a freaking beast, and this is a match that had an actual beast in Bronson Reed in there. Like I said, Chad Gable, him if he has just suplex Bronson Reed, that would have been impressive. He suplexed Bronson Reed plus Sami Zayn.
And he did
That was a great spot.
Yeah, he did Sunset Powerbomb on too.
Yeah, I'm glad both Bronson Reed and Chad Gable have been getting some renewed pushes in this new era. I think both guys are definitely got a lot of potential to be big stars. Don't know what Bronson Reed does in the meantime. Now that I feel like he's now out of this, now we get back to just Zayn and Gable one on one.
hmm
But the other guy's definitely a future champion on the main roster.
hmm
But
Um, I mean, I'd say this was like probably the best one of the one of the top matches of the night.
mm-hmm.
Um, the Otis Gable situation, of course, had sowing the seeds of dissent in the Alpha Academy. That was nice, but it's more about the athleticism of everyone involved in the spots that happened during this match of the main three that were commendable. Because normally it's just like, I mean, we knew Bronson wasn't going to be like coming out on top on this, but he wasn't like he wasn't just there. It he was kind of showcasing the strength of someone else, or showcasing his own skill, which I enjoy. I enjoy when it's like, even though it's a triple threat match, it's not like someone's just there to be there. Everyone has their own spots to show their strengths.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, hell of a match. After a backstage segment between Bianca and Jade, then we got up the Queen of the Ring finals as Lyra Valkyria took on Nia Jax. Oh, okay, let's cut the bullshit. This match was boring.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
The most exciting
sorry.
part was Lyra's entrance.
That's it. This match was so boring. I know they were going for the whole David, well, I don't know, David versus Goliath Rule 63 edition with these two, but like
Rule 63?
it's the female opposite. Like a female the female equivalent.
That one of the rules of the internet.
Yes.
The
Um
gender bend rule.
yeah, basically. So yeah, like how like Cloud from like Lightning from Final Fantasy 13 is kind of like Rule 63 or Cloud. Basically, they have their own kind of similar backstories and stuff like that.
Are you
Anyway,
saying Final Fantasy 6 13 is a rip off Final Fantasy 7?
no. No, this match was
I
boring.
think you
Like
are.
it wasn't it's just like I was hoping for this like great back and forth between two like metaphorical big competitors, and what we got was a very basic and obvious winner. Like the main event, though we all knew Cody was retaining, they still made it feel like it could have gone completely different. Here, there was no doubt in my fucking mind Nia was winning. Like, like the entire time Lyra's trying to get Nia off that top rope, off Brett's rope into a power. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I
Hmm.
get in like kayfabe, it's supposed to be her inexperience of being on the main roster, taking out a bigger competitor, but it just looked really stupid. And like, I, yeah, I wasn't feeling this match. And I know Lyra Valkyria is a good competitor, and I
Yeah,
hate
she
to
had a
say
great match with Becky Lynch not too long ago.
and I hate to say this, but like Nia has improved a little, but like for me, not enough to where like I care. Like I know it's lean to Nia Bailey at SummerSlam, but like is
And,
it gonna be like their NXT the first encounter in NXT? Or like
and and if Bailey does hold out long, there's a good chance Nia will win.
yeah, so I don't know. I wasn't feeling this one. This one of the two finals matches, this was definitely the weaker of the two.
And this one didn't have a botch ending.
We'll get to that. But
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
it was definitely the weakest match on the card. Uh, and I'm kind of the pre-show match. Uh, yeah, Nia winning. Once I saw the news she was in the finals, it did become kind of predictable. For some reason, Triple H really likes Nia Jax. That's why he brought her back. That's why he's been pushing her and giving her this stuff. I don't see it. You know, no, nobody's perfect. uh, but yeah, Laya Valkyria could have benefited from winning this, but I guess I think it's too soon to give her anything right now. And it does set up Nia Jax versus Bailey at SummerSlam, but that's like a month and a half away,
Mhm.
baby. So let's see where that goes. That's all we got to say about that.
There's not really much I could add. That's
So you won't.
yeah,
It's like you have that sign, the Christmas lighting meme picture where the guy on the right has like an amazing setup and the guy on the left just has a sign out front that has an arrow pointing to that one. It's going same. That basically that is that
Same,
MO
same.
just like
Yeah.
Yeah, short and
so
sweet.
yeah. So after, but you know what? I will give it this. This entire Queen of the Ring tournament, 1,000 times better than the Queen's Crown tournament.
Well, that wasn't hard.
I know it, like just saying you're gonna jump over a small like what is it? Small
A
anthill.
molehill.
Yeah, like that's it. Just whoop, there. It's like, but I'll give it that at least. So, in after a backstage gimmick between Dom and Becky, in which Becky announces she is going to use her rematch clause for a rematch on Raw, as of this recording, on Raw this Monday. Um, then we got the King of the Ring finals between Walter and Randy Orton. I'll admit, started a bit slow, like kind of stereotypical Randy singles match, slow at the beginning. But thanks to Walter being Walter, this match definitely picked up. Targeting uh Randy's surgically repaired back often, attacking his leg as well. Some great stuff from both. As always, some killer chops from Walter. Like him doing a flying splash in the middle of this was insane as usual. I think one clever spot I like is when Randy first hits the RKO and he's taking forever to recover. And it's not one of those like you like he's one of those where Walter is just starting to roll the ring. No, when he senses Randy getting closer, that's when he decides to start rolling out of the ring. I'm like, okay, that's actually pretty clever. Flying splash from Walter. And then this is where it gets interesting. So, power slam fail, RKO, but because of the attacked leg, Randy can't successfully lock in a pin, so Walter is able to kick out the RKO. Then, in a what do you call in a it's a crucifix pin. Walter seems to pin Randy and win, though Randy's left shoulder was still up off the mat.
Very clearly. Not even like a
Cor
little.
Yeah. And at first I thought, oh, it was a botch, but then Corey brings it up, kind of not brings it up, but like says like, I kind of wish we got a better angle on that because he even sees how you can even see in the other angle how Randy still has the left shoulder up. So
I have a feeling maybe Orton's was hurting a bit, and so Gunther couldn't get him all the way down. I don't know. But that does kind of put a stain on that mat on the ending
yeah, yeah,
because it is a big moment for Gunther winning King of the Ring. First time the King of the Ring has felt really important in a while.
well, yeah,
Uh,
that SummerSlam situation would have helped.
yeah, but even without that, the King of the Ring this go around has been booked really well. It feels like everyone they actually put bigger stars in it. They actually act like they want to win. They didn't make it a comedy thing at the end. Giving people stupid King gimmick or just giving it for Xavier Woods do a comedy thing with it. It's actually felt like prestigious King of the Ring like it used to be.
Yeah.
And we'll see what Gunther if he takes advantage of this. He may be the first person since Booker T to really take advantage of winning King of the Ring. I feel like no one
Yeah.
else since Booker T has really taken advantage of that. So, but yeah, this match was very good. Aside from the little ending, Orton and Gunther really tore into each other. It was the first time these two had faced each other, I believe, one on one. Orton can still go. I'm wondering though, like they keep going like he's like, oh, every time he hits RKO, his back hurts. I wonder how much of that is them playing into that, or it's just really that's what happens every time he does it. Like I hope it's not the latter,
I
but
mean, with I mean, there he's been at this for quite some time, so I
mm,
feel like there's got to be more truth to that than anything.
yeah,
Because taking he's every time he's doing an RKO, he's essentially taking like a back bump, and it's just like with how those rings are set up, eventually there's got to be like wear and tear. Like it's why some wrestlers, depending on their moveset, it's like you see them when they're first starting out, and it's like they want to get kind of noticed, so they do more extreme things. And then after a while, their moveset changes because
Oh
it's
yeah.
just like they realize, like, I can't do what I was doing before and expect to either live or continue wrestling.
Well, yeah, that's what happened to Hulk Hogan. He did so many leg drops that messed up his hip.
Yeah,
But
fuck them.
yeah, I know you don't. You have done like Hulk Hogan. That's neither here nor there. Um, yeah, like, it makes sense for Gunther to win. He's the younger guy. He's the guy they're gonna push. I thought maybe they'd wait till Bastion Berlin for him to get a title shot. I don't know. We'll have to see. He says he's going to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. They, I know you're going to get into it right after because they did make this announcement of who might be champion by SummerSlam. Uh, which can I go into that real quick? That does relate to this.
Okay,
Did
well,
that?
let me transition to it. So yeah, after this match, in a backstage segment, Triple H announced that Drew McIntyre has been medically cleared to compete again in ring, and that at Clash at the Castle 2, Glasgow Boogaloo, it will be Damian Priest defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre. Go, go on,
So
Nick.
yeah, that makes it clear. Yeah, it does make it clear to me. Drew's getting the title back. I swear to God, they have Punk cost him the title in Glasgow. I will throw this computer. I swear to God.
I mean,
Um,
welcome to the last time that you guys see Nick.
but it kind of makes me wonder if Drew does win a Clash and they do decide to do Drew versus Gunther. That kind of makes me think that maybe they are going to switch Drew to face because will they really do heel versus heel at SummerSlam with Drew and Gunther? I guess you could do it, but I thought maybe they do Drew versus Punk, but maybe Punk won't be cleared by then. I don't know how much time he has left on his injury reserve. Uh maybe they'll try to push Drew Punk back to Survivor Series. I don't know how long Punk's going to be out for, but we'll have to see. Like we still, that's the thing about it. We still got two pay-per-views, WWE pay-per-views before SummerSlam. We got Clash at the Castle and Money in the Bank, and those are two pay-per-views where anything could happen, between now and SummerSlam.
hmm Yeah, I can see my predictions is Drew wins a Clash.
Mm,
Walter wins against Drew at SummerSlam, maybe Punk interference. And then you get Walter Dragunov 3 at
Bastion
Bash in
Berlin.
Berlin.
You
Yeah.
could do that. You'd have to build up Dragunov up
I
to
there's
that
enough
point, which
time to
shouldn't be
do
too hard.
that. Yeah, there's enough
There's
time to do
enough
that.
time to do it, and that would be a good time to do Gunther Dragunov 3. Yeah, that would be a perfect place to do it actually, because they're both made their names in Germany.
Mhm. So in our
Mo, do
main
you have any?
event, oh,
Mo,
sorry, go
I
on,
was
Mo.
asking ask Mo if he had any more thoughts about King of the Ring and Clash of the
Well, I
Castle
mean,
2.
based on some of your guys' fantasy booking, I would need to bust out my one of my NXT shirts from when I was able to watch Dragunov and Gunther Volta battle it
Oh,
out.
yeah.
But that's all. I mean, if that occurs, then I will definitely be putting on my shirt. But that's all I have to say.
All right. Yeah, we got some exciting things to possibly look forward to in the next few months, WWE.
And in our main event for the WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes defended against the United States champion, Logan Paul, in a
Boo!
in a very
Most favorite wrestler.
in a very fun match. Some great stuff between these two. Logan yelling, "I'm Logan Paul, bitch." Countering some of was cleverly countering some of Cody's offense, which was nice. But then, of course, it didn't take long for his cronies to get involved, for him to pair out take out another pair of brass knucks, and then Michael Cole going on a fucking tirade rant
He's like,
about Logan Paul.
he broke his prenup.
He broke his prenup,
A
and then
bastard.
this was interesting because like Michael Cole, like Logan Paul starting to get in Michael Cole's face. Corey's the one who had to tell Logan Paul to step back, and like interesting, very interesting there.
Oh yeah,
But
Corey did say he was gonna be a part-time wrestler.
But thanks to some referee shenanigans, they were able to like pull some fun spots on the commentary tables. And then
Speaking of the commentary table, I need to point this out.
mhm.
They could not break that table all night. But once Logan Paul had the power of Prime, he was able to put Cody Rhodes through that table.
Put him through the. He put him through the Middle Eastern table.
Those Arabian tables, man. Those are. I thought Japanese tables were tough.
Yeah, right at so then ref gets knocked
Power
out by
Prime.
accident. So eventually ref gets knocked out by accident because of a stinger splash to him by Logan Paul. He goes for the brass knucks, but the very popular Saudi Arabian actor who helped announce the competitors interferes long enough for. Oh no, by the way, sorry, rewind. Yeah, they let Cody do a vertebreaker. Are we gonna talk about that? Like
Yeah.
No, we're gonna skip that.
Cody did a fucking vertebreaker, which was insane. I'm like, wait, what? Like, I remember at one point, wasn't that move like kind of banned?
It
It
was bad.
was.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't anymore. But
New management.
vertebreaker, yeah, he didn't Logan Paul low blow Cody. Yeah.
He did.
Went for the brass knucks. Then the Saudi Arabian actor
What's his name?
interfered, distracted him long enough for Cody to yell in Logan Paul's face, "I'm
What
Cody Rhodes, bitch." Oh wait,
You got set up because Logan Paul said, "Who the hell are you?"
who
And
the hell
then
are
Cody
you?
Rhodes said,
And then he went, "I'm Cody Rhodes, bitch." Hit the tri-state roads
"Tri-State
to
Roads."
well, it's not the crossroads, it's the tri-state. He hits him 3 times.
Yeah.
To win and retain in a fun match. It wasn't like spectacular, but with Logan Paul matches, there's always some entertaining factor to them. And definitely like there was definitely that here as well. Some really good stuff between both guys. Obviously, right person won. And we'll see where we go from here. What'd you guys think?
Yeah. It was a very fun match, as usual, from both these guys. Logan Paul really does another thing I have to give him credit for. He's got the in-ring psychology down. He has the facial expressions, like especially when he landed on that table hard and he just gave like a death stare.
Hmm.
That was really funny. And I do have to point out, we mentioned this before, Michael Cole is so much better in this new era.
Hmm.
It's amazing how much of his performance can change when he doesn't have a certain somebody yelling in his ear the whole
Yeah.
show. I think a factor of Vince McMahon leaving, it's actually I think it's helped save Michael Cole's legacy as an announcer.
And
'Cause,
Pat McAfee. And Pat McAfee.
and Pat McAfee, yes, because we've been watching wrestling for a long time. Michael Cole was not a favorite announcer for the past couple of decades. He actually, a lot of people thought he was like the worst announcer for a long time. But in recent times, when he's been able to really, it could also come with the fact experience that he's been doing this for a long time, working with guys like Pat McAfee and having more creative freedom. I think now Cole's legacy, he'll be remembered a lot better because of all this. This little note on that.
Mm.
But what we were talking about, yes, the match was really good. Cody Rhodes won. A really fun exchange. Now we have to see. We got 2 more pay-per-views. We got Clash of the Castle, Money in the Bank. Before, actually, we don't know who's going to face the SummerSlam. It'd be interesting. We don't know anything about Cody Rhodes' path up. So he's beating the 2 of the top heels in SmackDown right now: AJ Styles and Logan Paul. Who's next?
I can see Lashley for Clash. I don't know about Money in the Bank, but I definitely see it being Rhodes Orton at SummerSlam.
If The Rock doesn't come back by then.
That's if, because they, like I said in our predictions, reportedly they don't have any real plans for Cody until Rock and Roman come back.
But yeah, Lashley could be a good person. But isn't he a face though right now?
You could still do, you could still do like a face versus face thing and still have it work.
Cody versus Lashley would be a good match.
Yeah, so like you could if Roman and Rock come back for SummerSlam, you could do what is it? You can do Bobby Cody at Clash and then Randy Cody at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, you could do it then.
Yeah. So yeah. Mo, any other thoughts?
Uh, no.
Nah.
Cool.
thank,
So
thank you, Mo, for your great insight on that.
Mm,
to wrap things up, of course, we're gonna do our top three matches. Or since it was only like six matches in the card, you can probably just do one if you want, or
is
just
that
two.
6 including the pre-show?
Yeah, I'm including a
Yes.
pre-show because why not? And overall thoughts, uh, your
Are
favorite
great.
matches of the night, and your overall letter grade. So I will go first, and overall about what I expected. Like the matches that delivered. The matches that lacked, I guess were a bit more obvious than I was expecting, but hey, they kept their promise. But with that being said, yeah, I'll give this show like a oh my sorry, and my favorite matches are Women's World Championship match, Intercontinental Championship match, and a main event, which is the three matches you and me, Nick, said were gonna be the three best matches of the night, and we were right.
It
I
wasn't
think
that
that
hard to pick.
yeah, IC title being the best match of the night. But yeah, I give it a solid B.
Mm, Yeah, I agree with those. I'm gonna go also ditto in those three matches. I also agree the Intercontinental's best match of the night. The thing is, only one match kind of let me down, and it wasn't that long, and it was the match I didn't. It was a match I expected to let me down. So honestly, I think it's better than a B. Mm, I will give it a B plus.
Mm,
Mo?
I am going to go with the Intercontinental Championship, of course. I am going to go with the men's King of the Ring finals. And I am also going to go with the WWE Women's Championship.
Oh,
And
no credit to Logan Paul for Mo.
what? I'm sorry. What?
He does not believe in the
And
power of Prime.
I'm sorry. I know all about prime numbers. I don't. Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking
No,
about prime numbers?
I'm talking about Optimus Prime.
Oh well, he's cool too. But I think I'm gonna give this overall a B.
All right, solid B for the B show.
cool. So yeah, that's gonna do it for our post-show review of King and Queen of the Ring 2024. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about pay-per-view shows like this in Saudi, let us know in the comments down below and put down and hit that bell icon as well. What did you think of King of the Ring 2024? What were some of your favorite matches? What were some of your favorite moments? What did you think about the winners of the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall. But most importantly, we thank you for watching. Now, of course, fellas, aside from this channel, where can they find you elsewhere on the internet?
Well, you can find me over on the socials, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the XX, Twitters, baby. Though they're changing the URL, so it's just going to be XX, baby. And you can also, if you want to check out another YouTube channel by help from time to time, go check out the Y Files. It's a fun YouTube channel. It covers all kinds of conspiracies, government cover-ups, UFOs, monster sightings, all that fun stuff. And while you're at it, go check out their website and their store. Get yourself a Hecklefish t-shirt. Get yourself a Hecklefish mug. It's fistable. Go ahead and get yourself a Hecklefish plushie. It talks and everything. You know you love him. He's a straight but fair lord. But Mo,
Yeah,
my dear friend Mo, where can they find you on the World Wide Web?
we're gonna talk about your use of the word fistable later, but
You will know
um,
that. You know what I'm talking about if you watch Y-Files.
um,
You can fit your fist in the mug.
mhm,
It's
mhm.
a big mug. Yeah.
Anyway, Afro Mobro is what I go by on most platforms. Platforms pertaining to Instagram, music streaming services,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever else there may be. More than likely, if you're seeing something that says Afro Mobro on it, that's probably me. And yeah, that's gonna be it.
Wow, we didn't even have to make a wish on the magic lamp or anything to get that information.
Not this time.
So, of course, guys, on the next episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling, we will be involving when it comes to WWE stuff, we will be back mid-June for Clash at the Castle 2024 in Glasgow, Scotland.
Are we?
Our next actual wrestling pay-per-view in general will be Double or Nothing 2024, so look forward to that as well. And yeah, about what we expected for the show overall, but still left pretty entertained. So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Nick Slade.
I am Mo Brothers.
And this, and it made me laugh a little. And this has been a very Saudi-filled episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling. And we will see you guys later.
A whole new one.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
As well as one of our other SRB shows.
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter and Stardust,
at Super React Bros.
as well as on Facebook.
At Super Reaction Bros.